Hello YouTube and welcome. So in this video you're going to see my step-by-step 5:30 a.m. morning routine and how we try to get ready for a full day of productivity. Because I am not a morning person. I do not like waking up early, but I need to get back in track and make the best out of my mornings, and I need you to keep me accountable. And what better way to start than bright and early 5:30 a.m. and scratch the bright because it's still dark outside, but we're gonna get out of bed and start getting ready for the day. So step number one is make your bed. This is something that I learned since I was a little girl. I did not enjoy doing it, but it simply makes you feel a little more put together, another easy thing to cross off your to-do list, plus it prevents you from actually crawling back into bed and falling asleep again. I learned this hack on how to fold my blanket in Pinterest, and I thought it was really fun. But yeah, basically we just do our bed early in the morning and then we get ready for the rest of the day. Evidently, what comes next is our daily Bible reading, and this should be the most important part of my day. It's the devotional that I do. I'm following this day-by-day Bible reading plan so that I can finish reading the whole Bible in 1 year. Either way, I was saying this should be the most important part of my day. I must admit, I don't always do it or wake up early enough to do it, which is a shame, right? Because what better way to start our day than with Jesus? So here I have my plan, and then I just open the Bible to the pages that I'm going to be reading. I have a little devotional guide in here, so we do a little bit of prayer time, then I read, then I highlight verses that I liked, and then I write them down on that notebook that I have in there. Usually I try to meditate a little bit on the verses or even memorize them. I have these highlighters that are specifically designed for the Bible so they won't bleed through, and I love to use them in my daily Bible. I recently heard in a preaching the importance of having this devotional first thing in the morning with God, because otherwise we are kind of being arrogant at leading our day without first having to spend time with the one who actually allowed us to wake up. So that was kind of interesting to me, and I've been trying to put more importance into actually spending at least a few minutes with God in the morning. And after that, of course, we start getting ready for our workout. I do not go to the gym because it's a little far from here, so I basically just do some yoga in my backyard. I'm trying here to make some sense out of my hair. I just put it in a ponytail and that's it. And then I put on my AirPods because there is no working out without music. That should not even be a thing. And I'll just grab my iPad in which I play the videos for my workouts and my water, and then we go outside. I feel like a big perk of waking up early is that you get to see all the amazing scenery in the morning. And here I just have the best place to work out. I have my yoga mat and I'm just spreading it out to start with my workouts. It's a little bit chilly outside, so it takes a while to warm up. I use the Boho Beautiful channel or YouTube channel, and here are my sister's cats running around and playing with me and distracting me. They are so cute and they love to put their claws into my mat. Anyway, I will just be doing some workout today. I believe we had core and then just some flexibility stretches, which I'm still working on, so don't even mind the technique. I try to do these once every morning, at least 30 to 45 minutes if I don't go out for a run, which I do sporadically as well, but I'm not the biggest fan of running, so it will be yoga for the time being. Alright, I am officially dead, and here I am all sweaty and red from my workout. I'm just putting away my yoga mat. And of course, I could not have forgotten to record my workout on my Apple Watch. And next step would be taking a shower, obviously, because it was gross. And after that, I just go back into my room, open up the blinds, and start getting ready. But of course, I need to be listening to something, and I'm recently just going over this Grace in the Gray book by McDonaghy. I'm listening to the audiobook version. That way I can listen to it as a podcast, which I simply adore. I highly recommend it, you guys, because it's so entertaining entertaining. Here are some of the basic skincare that I do. I recently downgraded and actually simplified my routine a lot because it was not doing tricks for me with all the different serums and stuff. My skin was breaking out a lot. So here is the very basic outfit. We're not leaving the house today, so that will do for today, putting things away. And the next step would be to turn on my computer because your girl has to work today. So this is all before I started my shift for the day. I believe I started like at 7:30 a.m. So here I am just like turning on my computer and making sure everything is set up. I actually love my desk setup, and I have this whiteboard where I kind of write my goals for the day. Here entering and logging in all of my different passwords and stuff that I have for the systems that I use. And it's currently 7:24, so we're actually making good time. We usually check our to-do list before we start our workday just to make sure that I'm prepared for the day and that there is nothing spontaneous coming up that I didn't know about or that I forget anything important. My sister designed this bullet journal for me at the beginning of the year, and I've been loving it. And now of course we go into the grind and we are working. I usually do my first shift until 10 a.m. and then I go for breakfast, but here my mom actually brought me a little drink, and obviously I had my breakfast, I read a little bit, and we fast forward to pretty much what I did the rest of the day was just like editing, and then I think I studied a little bit and just chilled. I was reading also a lot because I've been hooked up on this series in my Kindle. But yeah, that is pretty much what I do, you guys, in the morning. Certainly nothing major or any big mystery other than pushing through and making sure I get things done and crossing them off my list, which is a little bit of an inspiration that I get of always being able to cross things off my list. But thank you so much for following along. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you follow me for more content. Goodbye, you guys.